of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Colorado State Rams taking on the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rams will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term, quick, don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll run the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also getting these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7.
That's it, boys. Let's get a few yards on this play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this is
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Lobos are on the move. Right back to the well. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Throws to the wideout. He got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays. He didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well
squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, to make in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught behind the line. It's Ross. Stopped after making the catch.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
On the run, it's Sanders. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
This is a guy that can find you at 80 yards. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
I'm gonna switch teams! Oh, my grandma can play better than that!
That'll be better!
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to pass, it's Gampier. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch. To the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough into the end zone, they're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Moore. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going downfield for the big play. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that right.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to the touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll try the right side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They convert on third down as he gets him to the 46-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Who can score on these guys?
Defense can't stop you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
It's one thing to get a few yards and, you see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the 2nd level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Brett.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got one on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football follow there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Let's get out of here with a win, folks.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And obviously on that third down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up fourth down.
The Lobos will line up to punt it away and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Fly around the football defense.
Looking to throw, it's Bauer to Dorsey. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Rams will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Takes a handoff. It's Sanders. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Lobos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Back to throw. It's Bauer Nicolosi. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run the reverse. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there. And the Rams are threatening in the red zone. Try to get it to the edge. Got some room out to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rams! Some
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Gampier. Got his man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking for the big tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the foul. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left half. And this one splits the upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Rams are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Bauer Nicolosi. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Now on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
In it to win it.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico!
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. See what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Handoff to the single back. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick fix, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it again. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Rams are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Rams moving quickly to the line. They'll run it. It's Moore. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Here we go. Line is set on 3rd down. They go to the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. A 3rd and long coming up here. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.